What's up, YouTube? Jeff Tuffner here with episode 21 of the Glorious Podcast, Monday Night Raw review, August 14th edition, the go-home show for Summerslam, the biggest event of the summer. This show felt like SummerSlam. This show almost felt like SummerSlam. It felt like a mini SummerSlam in a way, as weird as that sounds. It's like they gave a bunch of matches away, but they're going to do rematches Sunday, which makes no sense in a way. You saw that with Tozawa and Neville and Finn Balor and Bray Wyatt. We got matches and clean endings. If they didn't have clean endings, I could see. But they both matches had clean endings, and we're going to get rematches Sunday. So that just makes it more predictable to see who's going to win Sunday. But, I mean, they were both good matches. And there was a lot of good stuff that happened on this episode of Raw. Overall, it was, I think, one of their better go-home shows that they've had in a while for a pay-per-view, especially for SummerSlam, so that's good that they, going into SummerSlam hot in a way. Usually, I felt like they didn't go into WrestleMania that good, or the Royal Rumble. So, that's good. They opened the show. The crowd was good Boston crowd. They were real hot to start the show, and they went crazy when Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins finally reunited after about a month of just teasing it. They finally reunited and they're back together, and they're going to take on Sheamus and Cesaro Sunday for the Raw Tag Team Championships. Weird. This feud between them has just been so awkward. I don't know what they're doing. Like, it just feels weird. I feel like I would love to see Dean Ambrose turn heel. I really think that would work. I mean, I think maybe they have them. I don't know. Maybe they'll have a run. Maybe, who knows? Maybe Ambrose and Rollins will get a run with the tag team championships. I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised, though, if WWE put them on them this Sunday. But maybe they'll get some type of run. And then maybe eventually that will result in Ambrose turning heel on Rollins. But I really think Dean Ambrose needs a heel turn or something. I mean, Rollins could use it too, to be honest. But I think Ambrose much more needs a heel turn than Rollins at this point, because both their characters are kind of like really lost right now. So I guess that's why WWE threw them together. They're really lost in the like shuffle or whatever overall. But they opened the show good, so I mean I enjoyed the opening Raw. It started off good. Then they surprised me. They actually give us Sasha Banks versus Nia Jax, the number one contenders match for the Raw Women's title. They give that match away, first match of the show. I thought that would maybe be, possibly the main event or one of the matches later in the show. But they're getting that out of the way right away. WWE's always had weird match placement history as of late, this past few months. I don't know why, but nonetheless, good match. I actually thought really good match between Sasha Banks and Nia Jax. It wasn't like that one they had on Raw about a month ago or whatever, where Nia dominated for 10 minutes and then Sasha got one move in. It was a good back and forth match this time. And Sasha ends up winning, breaks the hometown curse, wins in her hometown, and is now the number one contender. Thank God that she won this match. I did not want to see Nia Jax versus Alexa Bliss, nor a triple threat match between all three of them. I honestly would have rather saw, if Sasha Banks versus Alexa Bliss straight up wasn't an option, and it was either Sasha versus Nia versus Alexa or just Nia versus Alexa. I'd rather see just Nia versus Alexa. I do not want to see a triple threat match. Thank God that we're not getting that. Because I felt like that. I don't want to see them overflow the card with, multi-man matches. It looked like almost every match would be a multi-man match. But they've actually kind of, cut down on that, really. I mean, you got the Fatal 4-Way match. I don't really know. There's so many matches on the damn card that I'll have to go back and look. But there's not really that many multi-man matches. Well, that would it look like it would end up being. So, that's good news. So, we are getting Sasha Banks versus Alexa Bliss Sunday. I'm not going to tell you yet who I think is going to win. I'll wait till I do that in my prediction video, which will probably be up Friday afternoon, something like that. But, good match. Raw's continuing to move on Raw pretty well. Elias Sampson cuts his usual promo. Typical Elias Sampson. He just takes a shot at the, whatever city they're in. Happened to be Boston. And then he's confronted by R-Truth, and then they get into a brawl. I don't know. I felt like when R-Truth music hit and everything, it's been a while since he's had his own entrance, but it felt like I was back in 2011 again. I mean, he's got the same entrance. He's one of those guys who just hasn't changed their character at all. He's just like Dolph Ziggler in a way. They're just the same character. Even worse, I'd say, with R-Truth. I mean, he's got the same entrance. He comes out, sings that song still. But I don't know. I don't even want to guess, but I guess we're getting Elias Sampson versus R-Truth on the pre-show Sunday. Maybe. I don't know. Like, does anybody really want to see that? Probably not, but we'll see. We have a big cast: Luke Gallows, Carl Anderson, I'll attack Enzo, and Big Show. This segment was awful. They had the Shark Cage. The Shark Cage made an appearance once again this year, for the second time this year. The match that everybody's excited about, the Big Show versus Big Cass with Enzo Amore in a Shark Cage above the ring Sunday at SummerSlam. Everybody wants to see that match. It's just a joke. I don't know, what are they doing with Gallows and Anderson? Why are they in this feud all of a sudden? Why did they just randomly throw them in this feud? I mean, I guess it's because the Revival aren't going to be able to compete, and they've had to completely change plans there. So, I don't know what Gallows and Anderson's involvement will be come this Sunday. I don't know. I heard a rumor the other day I was reading that they're going to put Big Cass and Enzo back together as a tag team following SummerSlam. As a heel tag team. So they're going to turn Enzo heel. Why would they? I mean, I don't know. I don't know if they would work as a heel tag team. I mean, it's kind of at this point, it's why did you break them up in the first place is what I still can't get out of my head. It's just such a stupid decision. Either that or Enzo's just going to kind of like be phased out of the scene or whatever. It's either because I really don't know what they're going to do to them. Maybe 205 Live. Other than that, I heard a rumor about back to NXT maybe. We'll see. We'll see what happens this Sunday. I could care less what happens in this match. The Big Show is going to, I guess he's selling a broken hand injury now. I don't know. I don't think that was real. I doubt it was, but I don't know. I'm guessing it's obviously going to be Cass puts over Show, right? I mean, why did I say that? That made no sense. It's the complete other way around. Big Show puts over Big Cass. That's what would make perfect sense in this scenario. So I guess that's what will happen come Sunday. Okay, so then we have a cruiserweight match. Akira Tozawa versus Neville. For some odd reason, out of the blue, they decide they're going to do a match tonight between these two for the title. Now, I don't know why this happened, why the title was on the line tonight, why they sort of gave us a giant, not a small SummerSlam preview, but like a giant SummerSlam preview with the amount of matches they gave us tonight that you would have thought maybe had been on the SummerSlam card. I mean, there was that rumor going around a few weeks ago that they were going to cut a bunch of matches from the card, but here's what doesn't make sense to me. So you have a good match. I actually like the match between Tozawa and Neville. And then Tozawa picks up the win. I just had this weird feeling it would happen. He picks up the win, wins the Cruiserweight Championship. I don't know why, because I just have this feeling, knowing what WWE, knowing how they book things, they're going to put that title back on Neville come Sunday. Because they're still having a match, so you have a clean ending, you have a new champion. Neville had a really good reign too. It's not like Neville had some like shitty short reign or whatever where he had the title for like a month. He's had the title since around the Royal Rumble, I think, all year basically. So they just dropped the title into him on Raw, put it on Tozawa, and then I really think it's very possible they're gonna throw the title back on Neville Sunday at SummerSlam, which is just why have him change the title on Raw? Why even have this match? Why not just have a cruiserweight tag match? I mean, it was a good match, but just doesn't make any sense booking. I mean, unless obviously Tozawa retains the title Sunday, that would make more sense. But I'm just already presuming that Neville's going to win the title back, and I'm just gonna complain about what happened this past Monday come Sunday when I'm reviewing SummerSlam. So, I mean, I enjoyed the match. Cool to see Tozawa win the title, but it could be very weird booking down the road. And then we get another SummerSlam match that we're gonna still get at SummerSlam, but we got it tonight for some reason, and a clean ending, no crazy finish. Well, actually, things did get pretty crazy with these two after the match. But Bray Wyatt versus Finn Balor, they get into a brawl backstage. Kurt Angle throws him in the match last night, and then they have a match, solid match. Bray Wyatt picks up the win, and then Bray Wyatt just goes insane and does some weird shit after the match and dumps like blood. I don't know what the hell it was. The announcers were calling it something different every time. They had about 1,700 different names for whatever it was. That's whatever Bray Wyatt put on Finn Balor. I mean, we're just gonna say it's blood. They didn't even say. They said everything but blood. But on Finn Balor, and then that obviously leads to a segment backstage where Finn says that he's got demons of his own, and he's gonna basically bring the demon character back for the first time in about a year at SummerSlam to take on Bray Wyatt, which that would be cool, I guess. I mean, it's just Finn Balor's guaranteed to win this match, right? there's no way Bray Wyatt's winning this match Sunday. I mean, Finn's got the demon character. Bray won on Raw. I mean, this might be the most predictable match on the card Sunday. Bray Wyatt, Finn Balor. Finn Balor he has to pick up this win. There's no question about it. Mickie James defeats Emma. That's it, guys. Emma's dead. They've really destroyed Emma. Just when we thought there was a little bit of hope, there was a glimpse of hope that they might actually do something with Emma. But I think WWE's almost like punishing her for like all this, like the complaining she's doing on social media as of late on Twitter and everything, with the whole give Emma a chance hashtag and all. I honestly think WWE's just gonna bury her at this point. Really, I don't know, such wasted talent. I mean, just send her back to NXT, to be honest. If they're gonna do that, if they're gonna send superstars back to NXT, she'd be perfect for it. She can go down there and excel well in NXT rather than up on Raw, or maybe move over to SmackDown. I don't know, but they've really just buried her on Raw at this point. She loses to Mickie James. Solid match. Jason Jordan defeats The Miz via disqualification. Another match I thought we'd get Sunday, but I actually heard a rumor that specifically this match would actually get pushed back and not be on the pay-per-view. And then it's followed up by Jason Jordan and the Hardy Boys versus The Miz and The Miz Taraj, Bo Dallas, and Curtis Axel in a 6-man tag match, which just bored me to death. This was complete filler right here, guys. This is where the whole 3 hours, they just can't fill 3 hours. And they just can't. There's not enough to do in 3 hours to where you can, you just want to watch the TV for 3 whole hours. You can do that on SmackDown on occasion. You can get like legit 2 hours of like good TV. We had that a few weeks ago, that show when Chris Jericho returned, and we had the triple threat and everything. That was completely, overall, a great show. You're just not going to get that with Raw because it's 3 hours. You make Raw 2 hours, you would never have had this tag team match that went on for like 15 minutes. I couldn't even watch a second of it. I didn't care to watch it. I was like, all right, let's get to the main event. Let's get to the main segment, the whole face-to-face thing that they were doing to end the show. I had no interest in watching this. So Jason Jordan and the Hardy Boys pick up the win. I don't even know if we're going to see any of that. I don't even know if we'd see the Hardy Boys. That would be crazy. Can you imagine if we don't even see the Hardy Boys come Sunday at SummerSlam? I mean, they legit have nothing for the Hardy Boys. The injury to the Revival, or Scott Dawson specifically, putting the Revival out, pretty much screwed up everything for them. I mean, they threw Gallows and Anderson in that Big Show Cass feud for some dumb reason, and the Hardy Boys are pretty much just lost too. I mean, I guess they'll just probably do Gallows and Anderson versus the Hardy Boys maybe on the pre-show or something, just to get them on the card, which sucks because I think they were aiming for a triple threat tag match, number 1 contenders match, but unfortunately Scott Dawson got injured, and that changed plans again. On to the main event. Well, the main event segment, rather. The face-to-face between Strowman, Lesnar, Reigns, and Joe. Paul Heyman cuts his usual amazing promo. The man he always cuts a good promo. There's no question about it. And then, everyone comes out. Joe, Lesnar was already out there. Reigns, Strowman. And then, of course, Roman Reigns starts the brawl. He comes out, sets a spear on Joe, and then, here comes security. There's security around the ring. They get into a good brawl. They, pumps up the match. Nothing new. I'm excited for this match Sunday. Many people are. This is like a match of like 4 of the top, guys in the business. You know what I mean? So they build up the match good. They had the whole brawl to end the show. As expected, I'd say. They had security there to make it even more, serious, whatever. So I'm hyped for this match. That's all I could say, I guess. That they did their job there, and getting me hyped for this match. The build for this match has actually been good. I do expect Brock Lesnar to retain, because I just don't see him leaving WWE. Even if he loses, he says he's leaving along with Paul Heyman. I don't think so. I think they'll return at some point. I think they might leave. Maybe Lesnar will go do something in UFC, take on John Jones Bones. But I don't see him leaving WWE forever. I think he'll be back by WrestleMania 34, regardless of what happens this Sunday at SummerSlam. So that's it. That's Monday Night Raw. That's the last Raw, the go-home show for SummerSlam, which I thought was overall decent. A lot of stuff that made the show somewhat good is actually stuff that I'm kind of questioning, and it was pretty much the matches that they had, and they're going to have again Sunday at SummerSlam. specifically Finn Balor versus Bray Wyatt and Tozawa versus Neville. But lots of like decent stuff on the show. Better than most go-home shows for pay-per-views nowadays. I guess I'll give the show maybe like a 7, 6.5 out of 10, something like that. It wasn't great, but it was okay. It will do. SmackDown tonight, SmackDown go-home show. We have John Cena versus Jinder Mahal, the match we all thought we were going to get at SummerSlam, but we will get that tonight. Obviously, we're getting Shinsuke Nakamura versus Jinder Mahal at SummerSlam for the WWE Championship. But that's tonight. Hopefully, SmackDown's good too, and we can go into SummerSlam hot. That's it for Raw. Let me know what you guys think of last night's Raw in the comments below. Follow me over on Twitter. Link listed in the description. As always, leave a like, hit that subscribe button, and I will see you possibly later today here with some news. And if not today, tomorrow, right here on the Glorious Podcast for the SmackDown Live review.